Welcome back to the Brown County Fair. If you're hungry, Georgetown, Ohio, and the Jasper Pulling Series is the place to be. Ted Jones, Tom McConnell here with you. Ken Stout down in the pit area. And we're ready to go with our 7,500-pound super stock, leading off with Brian Stroud and the Never-a-Nuff.
Well, this is an example of a traditional diesel super stock tractor. That's why they call them the smokers. They blow smoke everywhere, but not all the tractors blow smoke. Some of them are alcohol burners. More on that. Here's Ken Stout.
I'm down here in the lineup where all the tractors are waiting to go out onto the grounds to do their pull. I found Ernie Connor. Ernie Connor is one of the winningest drivers in the 7,500 class. Tell us why, Ernie.
Oh, Brian and I, that's my brother, we work on alcohol super stocks. We've been working on it for many years and finally figured out all the key ingredients to make them go down the track.
Now, you guys are beating up on these diesel guys now with the alcohol motors, right?
Yeah, the last pull there was like 4 top tractors was alcohol tractors. Diesel guys, they don't like that, but I guess it's their turn to step up. They told us several years ago to run what you brung, hope you brung enough. Well, I guess we brought enough now, so it's their turn now.
You see the owner of the tractor, Jeff Hurt, letting the key rich on the tractor, Ernie Connor, jump on the running bear. This tractor gets all the AC fans excited. Watch the wheel speed and listen to this thing run.
Look at the wheel height for the front end of that Running Bear tractor based out of Port Clinton, Ohio. Suddenly he lifted and shut down. He had a problem.
Well, it didn't come from the factory that way, as they say. Well, let's take a look now at another top-running diesel. This is Kenneth Hale, the Night Trouble. He is going for his second points championship on the row in the Jasper Pulling Series, but he is having some problems getting wild here, Ted.
Wiggling all over the place. Severe difficulty in handling that tractor to keep it straight. 266 feet does not beat 271 feet. So Brian Stroud still our leader.
That's right. Tom Kastings is coming up now with the Hoosier Deere, one of the strongest running diesel John Deeres in the country. Ted, he is flying. You might get him out the back door here yet. Oh, 4 feet short of a full pull.
How close can you get? 296 feet. That's the mark to beat. And Danny Beal with the nuclear toy is after it.
That's right. You saw Ernie Connor earlier. Ernie Connor is the chief mechanic and engineer on this diesel tractor, trying some new technology for the diesel guys with this tractor out of New York.
Well, the technology didn't work, at least not on this hook. So we'll go to Leroy Mason with his down and dirty.
Also an alcohol burner. Now, he is the Jasper Points champion in the 5,500-pound super stock class. He is pretty well locked into third place in the Jasper Points in the heavyweight class. The sweet run here, but not going to take home the carrot, as they say. 275.50.
No, sir. That number to beat once again, 296 feet held by the Hoosier Deere. And here comes John Pfeiffer with the Pfeiffer Service tractor based out of Connorsville, Indiana.
He just like he hit a rough spot in the right-hand side of the track, and he's bouncing all over the place. Going to shut down that Ford Charger Case IH 265.30.
A little bit of problem just waddling along the sideline there. That may have been why he had to let up. So Delyan Kale will have a shot at it.
Real unique tractor, the only super stock tractor in the country running a supercharger as opposed to a turbocharger, and it's originally a 1468 International, a V8 engine with a supercharger.
Way short at 239 feet, but don't go away. We'll take a short break. We have more heavy tractors when we return. You're watching the Jasper Pulling Series coming to you from the Brown County Fair in Georgetown, Ohio. We're just about in the middle of the 7,500-pound super stock category. And here comes our next John Deere, driven by Keith Middleton. The number to beat now, 296.2 feet.
Definitely a crowd favorite. Everybody in Georgetown, Ohio loves Keith Middleton with the Deere and Company. He's making a good run. Got to beat 296. He's a full pull. He's out of here.
And Ken Stout is there.
You're the first guy to have a full pull tonight. How do you feel?
Oh, I feel pretty good. She hooked up real good there right about mid-track and settled down. She just went for it.
So our first full pull of the evening laid down by Keith Middleton. Here comes Neil Gettinger with the Up and Atom out of Connorsville, Indiana.
Well, Neil would love to have another win this year. He's had 2 wins so far, one in Wabash, Indiana, one in Hilliard, Ohio. Going to try for a win here at the Jasper Finals in Georgetown. Can he do it? He's got a full pull, Ted.
our second full pull of the evening. So here comes the guy hooking up right now that needs a full pull because he's number 2 in points. This is Ron Eads and his Indiana Rascal.
That's right, Ted. He is number 2 in the points. As you said, Kenneth Hale is the current points leader. He has got to put 8 tractors between himself and Kenneth Hale in order to win the Jasper Points title, and he's on his way to doing it. Man, he is flying.
If he has a full pull, he'll be in the pull-off, and there he goes, knock the cone down. Ron Eads needs to be in the pull-off. He will be. Ken Stout, what about it?
You made it, baby. You're the 3rd one out. You're going to be in the pull-off tonight.
Yes. We needed this one.
Boy, you took the scenic route. That thing was all over the place.
It's a squirrely track.
Here comes one gorgeous tractor. This is Eileen and Nick Hicks.
Well, we can't tell you the story on television, how he came up with the name for it, but let me tell you, it's a unique story to say the least. As you said, though, it is a beautifully, immaculately kept 4010 John Deere, 2 turbochargers under the hood, and Nicholas Hicks is going to shut her down there, 266.60.
And remember, we have 3 men with a full pull. That means we will have a pull-off. At this point in time, if you want to stay alive, you have to go all the way down. Here comes Joe Webster. He'll try it.
Still looking for his first ever ATPA win, and he is flying. If he can just keep it from rocking and rolling so much, no, the bounce is going to shut him down. He had the power tonight, Ted, but couldn't keep her on the ground. 263.10.
He went every which way but straight. You want to see it again? Take a look at this. Wheels high in the air. You can see him fighting it. Look at that diesel smoke coming out of the stack. Now he comes back down, tiptoeing along that out-of-bounds line. Finally, the primetime tractor begins to spin, and, well, it's all over. He sees he cannot put it out the back door.
He kept hitting the ground so hard, Ted, it just started bouncing on him, and it was all over. Roger Early's to the line now. And this tractor was formerly owned by one of the founding fathers of the ATPA, Doug Leap. This is Roger Early's second run with this tractor, so he is making a good pass, but now she's starting to bounce on him as well. The track is definitely getting squirrely.
Early will settle for 269 feet. Now, earlier, Tom McConnell was down in the tractor pit area and filed this report about our Jasper Best Engineered Award.
And Robert Galloway's tractor, the Hulk out of Strawberry Plains, Tennessee, said winning the Jasper Best Engineered Award got something to do with these 3 turbochargers on what used to be a stock inline John Deere farm tractor engine. We start with one small turbocharger, a little bit bigger than what it came out in the production farm line. It then goes into the second turbocharger. Back over here, it's a plumber's nightmare, as you can see, and then goes to what he calls the Dale Earnhardt, the big 3 charger, to make the overestimated 2,000 horsepower on this mean machine. Obviously, anytime, anywhere, this tractor can win the Jasper Engines and Transmissions Best Engineered Award.
All right, thank you very much, Tom. And here comes Robert Galloway and the Hulk from Strawberry Plains, Tennessee. That's located just outside of Knoxville. Remember, to be in the finals here, you have to do a full pull.
And Robert Galloway, it's hard to believe this, Ted, has never won an ATPA event. He is trying so hard. A full pull, Ted. He's out of here.
Let's look one more time and see exactly how he did that, Tom.
Well, I think I know what Galloway would say. He says when he gets that fire in his eyes, he could drive that John Deere anywhere, and he definitely had the fire in his eyes that time.
Ken Stout is down there with our full puller.
Well, that makes 4 in the pull-off. It's going to be a good one.
Well, I think it'll be a good pull-off. There's a lot of good heavy iron back there, but I got to get a little time here to cool off, but I think everything will be all right.
Boy, you drove this thing out the back door in a big hurry. Didn't slow down at all.
Ah, great. I appreciate that. Thanks.
This is Cory Forrester from Chambersburg, Pennsylvania. He came a long way with the hot iron to try and do a full pull to get in that pull-off.
Of course, we saw him earlier tonight. He won the 55 Superstock, and he felt so good about it. He came up to the entry clerk and said, hey, take my entry fee. I want to run with the big boys in the heavyweight class.
Well, Tom, he falls about 20 feet short, 280 feet. He will not run with the big boys in the pull-off class. And we'll have that pull-off coming up when we return. Stay with us, please. We're into the pull-off right now. We have 4 men who pulled all the way through. Now, they've changed the gearing on that sled. The weight will move forward, as I pointed out earlier in the program. Our first pull-off puller will be Keith Middleton, the Deere and Company.
This has got to be the crowd favorite. I mean, you're in Georgetown, Ohio, Ted. Let me assure you, you're in John Deere country. I mean, the town up here just bleeds green, to say the least. Keith Middleton has won this pull many times. He is setting the pace for the other guys to follow.
He nearly went out of bounds, 284.9 feet. He'll take that. That's a pretty good-looking pull. Let's look at it one more time. You can see his wheels were in the air. He's tippy-toeing down along that disqualification line. A dangerous practice.
And right there, and about mid-track, Ted, he started bouncing just a little bit. When you start bouncing, you start losing distance.
Another John Deere in the pull-off, Neil Gettinger and his Up and Atom.
As I said, Neil has won 2 events so far this year. Would like to close out the year with a win. Very capable of doing it. And, sounds like turbo problem.
Big problems, and he crossed that 75-foot mark. He'll settle for 91 feet, so he's out of it. But not Ron Eads, the Indiana Rascal. What's the point situation here?
The point situation here is, by virtue of hooking to the sled in the pull-off, you are looking at your 1997 Jasper Engines and Transmissions ATPA points champion in the heavyweight super stock class. He doesn't care if he wins the pull now. He's happy enough. He's the #1 tractor in America. And Ted, he's not going to win the pull, but like I said, he has won the title.
He certainly gave it the college try. 268 feet is second best behind Middleton's 284 feet. Let's look one more time from a different angle. Boy, he certainly didn't go straight, Tom.
Well, he was the guy that said earlier the track was squirrely out there, and it's definitely rough, and it's causing him to bounce all over the place.
Fighting it, remember, no steering with that front wheel. He has to steer with the brakes on the 2 rear wheels. This is our final pull-off puller. This is Robert Galloway, the Hawk, our best engineered tractor. The number to beat, 284.9 feet.
That's right. It's now down. We know a John Deere's going to win this pull, Ted. It's now down between a John Deere from the state of Tennessee or a John Deere from the state of Ohio. And since we're in the state of Ohio, the Ohio fans are definitely cheering for Keith Middleton. But Robert Galloway's got that fire in his eyes. Let's see if the Hawk can go after his first ATPA win ever.
You'll watch as the RPMs come up, those turbochargers kick in, the smoke turns black, and Robert Galloway is underway. Wheels in the air, but not too high. But the biggest thing I notice here, he is going perfectly straight.
It's a picture-perfect run. He's done it, 290 feet, .10.
Robert Galloway will be our winner. Let's look at that run again while Ken Stout gets down there to interview our winner. Robert Galloway, as Tom said, with a picture-perfect run.
Boy, the tractor looked like it ran great, nice and straight run.
Oh, yeah, the tractor ran super, you know, thanks to Gene Sharber and all his expertise in the machine shop business. He really worked out nice.
Congratulations.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate it.